Well, good morning, Virgos. Good morning, good morning. We are back for your bonus extended part two reading, February 1st, 2026. Time now is 9:36 a.m. And this is going to be a general reading for Virgo Collective, dealing with Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North, or wherever you may have Virgo in your chart. Please take what resonate, leave the rest. For us watchers, you're welcome to join us. Keep it classy. Moderators control the chats. Okay. If it's your first time here, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we are going live. And as always, welcome. Okay, we're glad to have you here on this here winter snowed in day on a Sunday. Okay, Virgo, so something led me back. I was like, let me go back in and let me really carefully let me see what's going on with my Virgos for the month of February because we just did your first reading and something led me to come back in. And so okay, so Virgo, after carefully going back in and doing a little bit of digging and really trying to carefully soul search your energy here, immediately when it comes to you or your person or someone who you dealt with, this could be one person or it could be more than one individual here. Okay. But immediately the energy that I was getting here from this particular reading, and shout out to everybody that's coming in. Okay, shout out to everybody that's coming in. I see you guys. Is that Jalecia, Brittany? I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to see you guys. Yeah, I think it is. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Come on in. You guys really showed up on that last reading. We had like almost 700 people on that last reading that we did, that we just did. Yeah, there was 700 people tuned in, right? So shout out to you guys. I appreciate the views, okay? Um, like I said, feel free to come on in here and introduce yourself, okay? My moderators are here in the building, all right, Cross Watchers? My moderators are here, all right? Moderators control the chat, so I always tell people that. So my moderators, when they see the trolling, they nip it in the bud, all right? But Cross Watchers, you're welcome to get in here and join us. Keep it classy, respectful. Feel free to introduce yourselves. If it's your first time here, thank you for being here. Subscribe, tap the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. Please feel free to introduce yourself. Let us know what state you are in, what city you are in, where are you watching us from, what time is it, and what time is it where you are, how's the weather. Let us know. Put your birthday up in the chat. Let us know if you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever the case may be. Where your Virgo placement is at. Let us know. Okay. We are a Virgo family platform channel here, right? We do not discriminate, but we do keep it, we keep it classy and respectful. Okay, people, we show love here. Love, laughter, life, okay? Life lessons. We go through it. We talk about it. But anyway, Virgo, immediately the energy I was getting from your reading, Virgo, is giving me the Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles energy. All right. And so when I see uh these pentacles showing up like this, when I see the Four Pentacles showing up with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles energy, okay, immediately that's giving me someone who is deliberately uh using a lot of strong, rigid, focused energy when it comes to dotting their I's, crossing their T's, carefully really thinking, masterminding their plan on how they plan to go about, how they plan to go in when it comes to really soul searching something long term with the four wands, hoping that their hard work is going to pay off. When I see the four pentacles, page of pentacles, knight of pentacles come in with your reading, this is carefully telling me that this is somebody who is really focused, okay, focused long term when it comes to work, career, security, stability, financial career moves on how they move, okay, how they operate, okay. And this is a person who not only do they carefully dot their I's and cross their T's when it comes to masterminding and really planning something out carefully and correctly, they tend to use wisdom and knowledge when it comes to how they move about handling their business. Okay. They tend to carefully strategize. Okay. And not only do they operate like this when it comes to, security and stability, long term, hard work, finance, and career, but they also tend to uh, move about this same manner when it comes to people, places, and things in relationships. Okay, they tend to strive on that same radiation, that same mannerism. They tend to use that when it comes to how they deal with people in general. Okay, and so for some of you here, Virgos, this could be your energy or it could be somebody you're dealing with, okay? But you again, the magician card did show up with this here King of Wands, okay, with this here Three of Wands, okay. So that's definitely giving me manifestation when it comes to leadership and direction, right? When it comes to knowing what somebody wants and not being afraid to go after it, when it comes to whether this is traveling toward new business and success, right? Because now, Virgo, what I'm getting here is that now, for some of you, like I said, you could be dealing with one person or multiple people, right? Because you definitely got the Six of Cups here, all right? So this could be two people mirroring each other, one another, okay? Thinking about a happier past times or a past person who's wanting to come in, hoping to achieve some sort of Ten of Pentacles with you, okay? Wanting to focus on something when it comes to some sort of new prosperity of abundance with the Ace of Swords, wanting to overcome obstacles, okay, hoping to overcome some sort of obstacle or hurdle with you, put the past behind them, right? Or hoping that y'all can maybe put the past behind y'all, right? I'm not, it's kind of like really taking our time out to carefully consider a thought of what it is they want to do or what it is they want. Again, whether this is dealing with, like I said, security, stability, finance, and career on how they move, how they strategize. Not just that, but when it comes to people, places, and things in general, Virgo, you're coming in with the Queen of Swords, so you're definitely setting your boundaries into place when it comes to dealing with you yourself, when it comes to dealing with anything, people, places, and things, okay? The reason why this person is really taking some time to diligently maneuver carefully when it comes to how they operate and how they strategize on something here, right? And like I said, this could be you or them, right? Because as a Virgo and as an earth sign, you can also be dealing with another earth sign, okay? Because Capricorn did show up in your reading, Taurus showed up in your reading, Virgo, you showed up in your own reading. Now, Aries showed up, Pisces showed up, Leo showed up, Libra, Sagittarius showed up, okay? Scorpio showed up. So you could be dealing with some of those signs, right? Now, when it comes to your energy, Virgo, a lot of when it comes to your cards and your energy, you're coming in real heavy. You're coming in with the judgment. You're going through some sort of spiritual transformation, receiving some sort of spiritual awakening, with you coming in with the Empress giving birth to newness, right? The Temperance card. So it's like going through a spiritual transformation, receiving some sort of spiritual awakening, giving birth to newness when it comes to moving in moderation and seeking patience at this time. Um, receiving justice for someone's wrongdoing, closing out a cycle with the World card, okay, making room for new beginnings, okay. When it comes to you, Virgo, you are immediately you're coming in with this here Eight of Wands with the Eight of Cups, okay? Eight of Wands, finally having the freedom to move forward, leaving the past behind, moving forward toward a new spiritual journey elsewhere, toward a wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. You focus on yourself with the Nine of Pentacles, moving in confidence where there's a need for you to hold on to that self-confidence that you have, because maybe in the past you was beat down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody broke your self-esteem or your self-confidence. And so now you're focused on the Sun card. Okay. You are going after your own happiness here. Okay. Now the thing, here's the problem that I have with this energy, right? It's because it's like you're doing good things. Your mind is definitely set as it should be. But like in your last reading, I said before, Virgo, I feel like somebody's also trying to stay 3, 4 steps ahead of you. Is that Dina? What's up, girl? My moderator's coming on up in here. Shout out to my peoples, okay? Um, Virgo, your mind is set straightforward. You're looking forward. You're not looking backwards, right? And when it comes to a past person, let's say that you two are mirroring one another. Let's say that you are reminiscing. Let's say that you're thinking about somebody, somebody's thinking about you, you miss them, they miss you. I feel like the damage that was done from the past, that hurt, that pain, I feel like that hurt and that pain has outweighed. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. Time has passed on, and so you're no longer stuck because of the damage that was done. For some of you, the damage that was done could have broke you to a point where you had to take time to go away and grieve and heal and do the step work and the shadow work and go through the spiritual steps that you had to take to overcome that, right? In order for you to bounce back. And so I feel like because of that pain, that pressure, that damsel that really got the best of you, you know, caught up in this situation, whether it was a third party, whatever the case may be. Virgo, you are not a person to spin the block, okay? And so for some of you, you can have somebody who's wanting to come back in, hoping that you are going to be willing to spin the block with them and put the past behind you. I don't necessarily see you putting the past behind you because the pain was so great that you are definitely not wanting or wishing to repeat any past pain or hurt or trauma. You understand what I'm saying? Virgo, you're not somebody who cares to reflect back on what taught you a lesson, you know? So it's like, um, what don't kill you make you stronger. You understand what I'm saying? The lesson was learned. And so therefore, when it comes to life lessons, you are not somebody who is going to repeat a past mistake or error because the mistake is from the past. You learned from it, you lived it, you had to overcome it. You understand what I'm saying? And you're not about to repeat that. You understand? It's like somebody is hoping that you're gonna say, okay, cool, let's forgive it, even though I stepped into this pile of crap. They want you to put your foot back into that same pile of crap by coming and telling you a bunch of shit that you want to hear, but it's really not making sense. It's not going to add up because if you have done all this homework to heal yourself and you got somebody from the past coming back who is still doing the same shit, regardless if it's been 1, 2, 3 years, 4, 5, 6 years, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 20 years, if this person is still doing the same shit and they still playing mind games, and this could be somebody who has a girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, whatever, you are not about to put yourself back into a situation where you're going to jeopardize your life and allow somebody to come in using trickery to break your stability, to to be a distraction to your life, to break you and get you off, you know what I'm saying, and pull you back down. You're not going backwards. And see, somebody from the past is hoping that you could come in and y'all can sweep the past behind, but you're willing to take them with all their flaws and their bullshit and their baggage, and you're willing to work through it thinking that they're going to change. But if they haven't changed in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, there's no way in the hell they're going to be willing to change today. Okay, that just don't happen, especially if they got a whole bunch of babies, and when you left them they had 5, 10 fucking babies, and now they're coming back with 20, 25 fucking babies by different people. That's not gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? If you dealt with somebody who got addictive patterns and they strung out on dope, alcohol, bitches, and gambling and porno, that's not gonna work. If you was attached to somebody who was unhealthy, unstable, why would you allow that type of shit to come back into your life and fuck you up? That's not gonna happen. But it's like you got somebody who wants to come back and they're wanting to use the intimacy and the sex that the two of you shared, hoping that the intimacy by itself is strong enough to seal the two of you back together. But that's not strong enough to make you say, okay, come on back in, we can work that shit out. It's not going to happen because it was too much damage. And see, they could look good as hell. You could look good as hell. Both of y'all could be fine as hell. Both of y'all could have nice bodies, right? Y'all could be good in the bed, look good, smell good, talk good. You know, y'all got that music. You know what I'm saying? Smoke together, drink together, whatever the case may be. But if you're dealing with somebody who's a fucked up individual, and mind wise, they're unstable, you know what I'm saying? They don't think they ain't got their shit together, and you sitting here trying to focus. It's like you can't really allow yourself to get caught back up on that same shit. Yeah, it's good to see them. And maybe somebody is seeking or searching for some sort of closure. Maybe you need that closure or to hear what somebody has to say. You know, maybe somebody might want to confess their wrongdoing, right? Say, I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Forgive. We don't forget. We forgive. That's cool. You know, keep it cordial, respectful, you know, keep it clean. But Virgo, I don't see you trying to backtrack on no bullshit. That's just the bottom line, right? Because here go the high priestess. And so the reason why this high priestess shows up is for you to use wisdom, knowledge, and intellect when it comes to paying attention to the red flags that's cautioning you, because you dealt with a situation with the Two of Swords where somebody had you stuck in a situation feeling defeated. And you having to um carefully make a careful decision using discernment when it comes into a situation where somebody had you stuck in this here third party. Okay, having to take time to go away and heal after grieving in silence with the Four of Swords, because this left a huge disappointment where somebody felt abandonment, rejected, left out in the cold, pretty much with the Five of Swords, deceit and deception and sabotage. Somebody came in here and they meant to fuck, you know, really mess you up. Somebody leaving somebody out in the cold, a fear of not having enough. Somebody could have really left you out there and really broke you down. And so this person knows that you either left them behind or you're trying to leave them behind, but they still got their eye on you, even though that you're, you know, you're moving forward, getting away from the toxic shit. This person is still spying on you with the Seven of Swords, and they're using, you know, malicious trickery. This is a con artist. This is somebody who's a narcissist. They spy on you. They greedy. They selfish. They stubborn. They want what they want. Ego driven. Eight of Swords trying to entrap you, keep you stuck in isolation, keep you all in your head, stuck on them. Nine of Swords. Nightmares, bad dreams, anxiety, night sweats, crying, you know, stuck on them. Nine of Wands. Verbally, mentally, and emotionally broke down, tired, and feeling weak and damsel, but still standing, but beat down and tired, and you can't take it. Enough is enough, but you're still stuck in a situation trying to get yourself out of it. But and this could be a working relationship, but again, this is somebody who stabbed you in the back multiple times with the Ten of Swords. Now this person could have left you carrying this heavy ass baggage. Now you view the situation as a burden. Somebody again is wanting to get out because of deceit and deception. Somebody's wearing a false mask, something that's not as what it was. Somebody could have also been hiding their feelings and their emotions and not telling the truth because they was wearing two masks. They was playing you and they were that devil. trying to bind you to them and connect you to them sexually, right? And so I feel like this is somebody who's trying to stay 3 steps ahead of you again, right? This person knows that you're no fool, but they feel like if there is still a strong mutual attraction between the both of you, that they could come in and come back and pretty much tell you with hoping that you will fall for the okey doke if they come back and tell you exactly what it is you want to hear. Okay, because like I said, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles is somebody who's also very smart, very clever. This could be somebody who's getting readings on you, Virgo. They know that you have taken time to um grieve in silence. They know that you have taken time to meditate and go within and do a lot of self-reflection, a lot of spiritual healing. They know you have taken time to grow and develop, and learn new skills, right? They know this. I feel like somebody's been getting reads on you. They know that right now you're kind of on chill mode. You understand what I'm saying? You're trying very hard to hold on to your own stability and security, and you're trying to focus on your own financial career and goals and self-esteem using wisdom at this time. This person realizes that you are relaxed right now, and they're also aware that within a certain amount of time that change is going to take place because this is life. Okay, life is reality is change, shit happens, right? So you live and you learn and you move forward. So they know that within time, sooner or later, changes are about to take place in your life. They know that right now you're just kind of on chill mode, you're on hermit mode. Okay, you're in your little cocoon, but then when the spring comes, you are going to flourish. You're going to be birthed at that cocoon. You're going to turn into a beautiful butterfly, and you're going to take your wings and you're going to fly forward. This person knows this. They know that you are about to regain some sort of brand new confidence and self esteem. And so now this person wants to come in, hoping that they could partnership with you, looking at it like, okay, we went through this shit in the past. Can we please put the past behind us? They're gonna come to you. I'm a changed person. I'm a different person. But how can you be a changed person or a different person if you are still connected to the same bullshit? If you still married or you still have a partner that you live with, if you're engaged, you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, baby mom, baby daddy, that's not changed. That's doing that same shit. So why would somebody want to come to you hoping that you are willing to accept them with their flaws and that you are willing to be a side bitch and that you are willing to be a third party? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Virgos, we don't get down like that. You understand what I'm saying? And so it don't matter what this person says to you, if you don't get down like that no more, you don't make changes in your own life. What the fuck made somebody think that you are willing to be a side bitch or a side bar or a third? You know what I'm saying? No, that shit sounds retarded as hell. Who the fuck does that? Why would you want to allow yourself to be connected to somebody who's married, engaged, involved, connected? You're committed to somebody else, obligated to somebody else just to come to you and play in your pussy. You know what I'm saying? To beat you down in the bed and then get up and go. I mean, who does that? That's just dumb as hell. And so, and no shade, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? We all been there, done that, did that once upon a time, right? But like I said, life is about lessons you learn, and when you learn some shit, you grow the fuck up. You don't look back and you don't repeat shit. You don't spin the block. Okay, you move forward. You outgrow that bullshit. That's kids play. That's shit that kids do. When you become a grown up, a responsible, trustworthy, reliable adult, you put away the bullshit childish ass toys, and you do something different, right? And so this person knows that you are now doing something different because they know that you're being more productive. They know that mind wise, your mind has grown. You are no longer the same person. You're not this weak individual that you used to be. You are very strong, very smart. You're filled with ambition. You're driven. You're a hard worker. You got your mind made, mind. So they know this. But it's something about the thought of you moving forward to start your life over, not because they're necessarily trying to stop you and block you, but because you were the one who got away, if that makes sense, right? If you was the one who got away, even though they could be obligated to somebody else, you was the one who got away. Okay. And The thought of you starting your life over to live happily ever after and rebuild and start some new shit is like that's gonna bother them a little bit. You understand? And probably, and the reason being is probably because they have had to wear this mask for so long, right? They have had to hide their true feelings. They have had to hide their emotions. Nobody knows that this person still got feelings for you except for them. You know what I'm saying? They not going around here telling people I'm still mentally and emotionally connected to Virgo. I'm still in love with Virgo. They not telling nobody that shit. So they walking around wearing this mask, making it seem like everything is good, putting on this front, this facade, like everything is Gucci. But the reality is they still got feelings and they stuck and they hoping that you got those same feelings. They hoping that y'all could take these feelings that you two once shared once upon a time and sweep all the shit under the rug. But and it's not necessarily about holding on to past bullshit and baggage. It's just that so much shit was done. And it's not that you could forgive because you forgave a long time ago. It's the point of you cannot afford to put yourself back and connect to somebody who's still doing the same shit. That is just you can't put yourself and connect yourself to somebody who's toxic. That's a karmic, connection. You can't do that. It's not gonna go nowhere. Point blank. It's not gonna go nowhere. It's gonna continue to be one sided and effed up. Okay, because you cannot start something new with somebody who is fucked up mentally, emotionally, verbally, physically. This person is just damaged. I don't give a damn how well they dress that shit up on the outside, how much cologne they put on, how hard they shave. If they still fucked up on the inside and they still living that same lifestyle, it just ain't going nowhere. If they got 20 fucking kids and 20 fucking different bitches and they still living with a bitch or married to a bitch, it ain't going nowhere. Point blank. It just ain't going nowhere. Anybody could bust a nut. You could play with your motherfucking self and bust a motherfucking nut. You could fuck your motherfucking self, get you a sex toy, get that shit off, and roll over and go to sleep peacefully. You don't know nobody. You don't really need nobody, to reach your orgasm. Not today. Okay? And so it has to be more in order to achieve great success. And I feel like for some of you, this person feels as though spiritually they can't go forward because for some of them, they could still be holding on to this guilt and remorse and this pain and this hurt because they know what they did to you. So in their mind, mentally, they could be feeling like, well, I never had the chance to admit to my wrongdoing or confess to my wrongdoing. I never had the chance to make amends and right my wrong with Virgo. And so this person could feel like you are that one obstacle that's keeping them stumbled and stuck and feeling stagnant and feeling as though they can't move forward with their own life because they still got that thing that connects you two together. This could have been like a twin flame soulmate connection because it felt right, even though it was wrong because it was the wrong time. But the two of you were so good together that you could have been painting pictures thinking that y'all was gonna build something really healthy long term together, but it never didn't work out like that. You understand what I'm saying? If it makes sense. And so now for some of you, this is somebody who's hoping that uh maybe y'all can reminisce a little bit, because you made them feel good. You was that person who was able to lift their vibration, put them on high, and make them feel good. They get up and leave you or go back home to their mistress, their wife, their husband, and act like everything was la la. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? And so now this is somebody who probably misses the intimacy between the two of you. But that's all you had in common. This person, they looking at you like, okay, what's the problem? And you're sitting here like, we don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? All we got is this right here. Where's it going? And this person looking at you like, what you mean? And you like, I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. And you're not trying to allow yourself to get caught up and catch feelings for some shit and ain't going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? This is a situation where you could have found yourself hooked up with somebody where the two of you hooked up on the weekend, or you kept it, you laid low, and this was a secret affair. You was a mistress, and you did shit at night, but the two of you didn't ever go no place in public together. This is not somebody who could take you around their family, meet their mama, their daddy, their kids. Y'all travel together, go on vacation. Y'all couldn't do none of that shit because somebody who was already had somebody else in their life. So therefore, y'all were just fucking around, and it was a secret, not knowing that feelings was going to catch up, because it was probably an active impulse. You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody, attractions, you got together, and one thing led to another, and you didn't think feelings would get caught up, and they did. But it was never really meant for the two of you to be together, because you could have been in a relationship, they could have been in a relationship, both of y'all was obligated to somebody else. Now this person has a family, you're now single. Some of you are single. You're celibate. They know you're single. They know you're celibate. They've been following your social media. They've been keeping an eye on you. They've been checking your background. They've been looking to see if you moved on, if you're dating somebody else. And they don't see you dating nobody else. So they feel like, well, shit, Virgo's been single and selling, not dating nobody. Let me make my move, and let me get head on and come on in, and let me try to connect, and let me see if me and Virgo get that old thing back and spin the block. You understand? Oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot, right? But with that being said, I do feel like this person is, I'm not going to knock this person and say they're not hard working and driven. I'm not going to knock this person's career status. I'm not going to knock this person's stability. Um, this was just a life lesson. You both taught each other a lesson. Maybe there's an empty void in this person's life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this person was young and naive, mind wise, and they made a lot of mistakes. We all been there. You made a lot of mistakes, but we learned from it, right? And this person probably has some respect for you too, because they see that you have morals and character, dignity. They know that the both of y'all fucked up, you fucked around, and shit happened. But it's just that it ain't going nowhere, because you can't play this game. You know what I'm saying? This monkey see, monkey do, come and knock on the door when I want to knock on the door, call you when I want to call you, text you when I want to text you, pull up and you open the door, you let them in, they get in, they leave, they get what they want, and they go back home to their mistress or their wife or their husband, whatever the case may be. That shit played out a long time ago. That shit is whack as hell. That texting, what you doing, what's up, can I come through? You know what I'm saying? That shit is played out. And so it just ain't going nowhere. And this person is really strategically thinking on how they're going to maneuver, how are they going to approach this situation with you. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope this resonate for some of you, okay? Because this has been your part two extended, all right? Like I said, I only come in as a spiritually led. I'm the spiritual messenger, okay? I tell the truth. I'm not perfect. I tell the truth. I spit the truth out. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat me down. Don't shoot the messenger. You feel me? I keep it plain and simple. Virgo, and I do that because I know I'm a Virgo my damn self, so I understand. I know what it feels like, and I know damn well we not trying to look back and repeat no motherfucking. Nobody wants to go through that shit no more. Who the fuck wants to be hurt? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck wants to be used and abused and taken advantage of, and have somebody come in and lie to you, cheat on you, play mind games, steal from you, beat on you, verbally, mentally, and emotionally break you the fuck down, physically damage you? Nobody wants to go through that shit. That shit is unhealthy, unstable. Nobody wants to repeat that bullshit, right? And so keeping it cordial, that's one thing. Keeping it respectful, that's another thing. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad to know that you're doing well. You're healthy. That's cool. But nobody is going to jump back in the sack just to fuck up their life. Nobody's going to do it. There ain't no sex that motherfucking good that Virgo's going to fuck themselves up. Okay, period. You know, like I said, feel free to book a reading if you want to. If it resonate, give it a thumbs up. I'm always here. If you want to book a reading, you want to go deeper, a little bit of help, I'm here for you. You understand what I'm saying? Feel free to reach out. Email me. Schedule an appointment. I'll be happy to do a reading for you if you wish to go deeper. Okay? With that being said, you guys, that's been your part too. All right. Like I said, I come in as I'm spiritually led and gifted and guided to do so. Okay. That's the energy I'm feeling. I'm not here to step on toes. I'm only here to keep that shit real and break it down and make it make sense. You know? I ain't saying that you can't forgive a person because you can always forgive. We can forgive every day. It's good to forgive, okay? Nobody's saying holding on to past baggage. Nobody's saying holding on to it. We saying release that shit. You have to release it, let go, let bygones be bygones. You feel me? But all that jumping in the sack just to get a nut, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, mm-mm, nah, buddy. Not to go back down memory lane and repeat no motherfucking turbo ass vicious cycles. We not doing that shit. And we not building and climbing the ladder of success together, then what the fuck is we doing? You feel me? All right, you guys, I am out. I gotta make me a cup of tea. My throat, I'm saying I got my coffee, but damn it, I need my motherfucking lemon tea now. Okay, you guys, let me take me some holes, make me some tea. You guys enjoy the snow. I gotta go take my trash out. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the winter, the snow day. Enjoy your day in. All right. Have a blessed Sunday, you guys. I'm out.